any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find out on Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 24, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big run by Kareem Hunt. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the 1st carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as
far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Brady now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Green. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet Just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers going to throw.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they get the guard, John Runyon. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Rodgers again now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Okay, 66.
Now Brady.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Hey, set.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And inside give to Jones. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
On the counter, here's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration. So they're able to pick up 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Dobbs,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball, and I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 Rebels. 79 Broncos.
Now it's Smith. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
That's taken it around the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
72. Alpha.
To throw, it's Brady.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, Rodgers.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped, and he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So that an unexpected, a very unexpected way to draw closer, but draw closer they do on the blocked field goal return.
We always talk about needing that spark from the special teams when you're down on the scoreboard. They gave them one there, and now the special teams understands they are important.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. Is they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 24, Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends, his time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And they'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 36, Brady.
Right side to Williams.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Brady now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Brady going to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Hunt will try going up the middle.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down? Really, about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big run there by Jones. 73 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Again, it's Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, it's Brady.
That pass caught, it's Williams.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Brady.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Another completion here to Hunt.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Brady. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears.
Jamison Williams
From 8 yards out.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And we're down to the 41.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
Now the defense will earn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.